So Oleksandr Usyk has done it, ladies and gentlemen. He is the first undisputed heavyweight champion of this century. This is incredible stuff by Oleksandr Usyk, but in this video, we're going to talk about, one, whether I think the judges got the decision right, and then we're going to take a look at some of the post-fight antics that have went on with Tyson Fury thus far, which is the guy clearly has gotten his bell rung. He's very delusional with some of the comments that he's made. I'm sure maybe he'll walk these back at a later time, I would hope. But nonetheless, I thought Oleksandr Usyk won the fight. I thought he did enough. I thought he was moving forward, so he had that on his side in terms of advancing. Just overall, from what we saw from Oleksandr Usyk was nothing shy of sensational. He had Tyson Fury badly hurt, to where if there was a different ref in there, maybe this thing gets stopped. I thought the ref did a pretty solid job of kind of letting it play out. Maybe he had money on Fury or something. I don't know. He let that thing play out, a little longer there, where if that's in MMA, Tyson Fury's probably hitting the canvas. That was a sensational performance, really, by both men. It was a great back-and-forth matchup, but as we got into the later rounds, I really think that Usyk did enough. He was landing the more damaging shots. He almost had Tyson Fury out of there, and you could just see the impact that Usyk's shots were having on Fury as the fight played out. But let's take a look at so this was a split decision, which I thought it was kind of crazy. I thought that this should have been unanimous. I thought that while I thought Fury did a very good job earlier on in the fight, I know a lot of people were talking about Fury being so much bigger, being a matador, being on the outside. I had mentioned in my pre-fight, my prediction video that I made here on the channel, that I thought that Usyk's head movement, footwork, and inside boxing was going to be the difference in this fight. Turns out that's basically kind of what happened here. The longer when he decided to extend his combinations, he was able to get to Tyson Fury. And that's just, to me, he was landing the more damaging shots. And you just saw the effect that Usyk was having on Fury as the fight played out. But so there he is, becoming the champion. But let's take this is crazy, right? So we're going to look at the interview in just a second. But these are Tyson Fury's comments right here. It's crazy. It's crazy to say this, man. It's crazy to say this. But let's take a look at the post-fight interview here. I'll go ahead and make this. We'll go ahead and play this.
I believe I won that fight. I believe he won a few of the rounds, but I won majority of them. And I believe it was what can you do? One of them things, decisions in boxing. We both put on a good fight, best we could do. And his country's at war. So people are siding with the country at war, but make no mistake, I won that fight in my opinion, and I'll be back. I've got a rematch clause. So
there's a rematch clause. One, I'm excited about that. I would definitely love to see a rematch in this, because this I thought was a really, really close fight. I still thought that Usyk had done enough to make it obvious as the fight played out that he won the fight, in my opinion. But these are crazy comments by Tyson Fury, man. And, I know that he basically almost got finished in there. Let's call it what it is. But these comments, I hope he walks these back. I hope he walks these back, because that is not why a judge gave Usyk the win, man. It's not why he gave him the win. Maybe it's because he almost had you out of there in one of the rounds, and then throughout the later rounds, the more the fight progressed, he was starting to extend his combinations to get to you. He was landing the more damaging shots at a more extended clip. Just crazy comments by Tyson Fury. I don't like the comments here. And then to make matters worse, let's hear this here.
Oleksandr, well done. God bless you. I'm going to run it back in October. Good luck to Oleksandr. Well done. God bless you. Happy New Year!
So we get a nice Happy New Year from Tyson Fury in there. This man, dude, I just don't know, right? So the post-fight comments, and I'm on my channel. We've been critical of a guy like Jamal Hill, right, in the UFC, that just comes out and just says some of the craziest things. I get it's in the ring, it's post-fight. There's a lot of emotions going on here. Delusional by Tyson Fury. Delusional. You lost the fight. In my opinion, I thought it was unanimous. It was split. When I heard the judges' scorecards and I heard that it was 114 to 113, I think, or whatever it was for Fury, and then the third judge said the same thing before they announced who they scored it for, I was like, no, it's going to be a robbery, They got the decision right. Oleksandr Usyk, well done. Congratulations. I think the rematch is what makes the most sense now. I think it's a huge fight considering how close it was. The only thing about Usyk winning this, He already kind of has the history with Anthony Joshua, so I don't know if we see that to where Fury won, then we could have seen the Joshua matchup. That could have been exciting. But nonetheless, shout out to Oleksandr Usyk. Well done. Huge win. Congratulations.